What's up, guys? John from johnmcneil.com here, and in this video today I'm going to be talking about the quickest way you can actually generate $100, and arguably probably one of the best ways to actually generate $100 with ease in this video. We're starting right now. All right, guys, so let's going to jump right into this video. So one of the quickest and the easiest ways to generate $100 a day online is with email marketing. Hands down, there's nothing out there. All the methods, all the social media, all the this, all the training, all the ads and traffic and blah, blah, blah. There is nothing easier than to type up an email that may take you 3 or 4 minutes. You send that email to your list and you generate $100, right? There's nothing easier than that. The problem is, well, actually there's two different problems. The first problem is a lot of you guys that are doing affiliate marketing aren't really building your list. And if you are building your list, you're not building it like seriously, or you're not building it in an aggressive way where you're constantly trying to drive traffic to your squeeze pages and constantly building your list. So if you're only getting like an opt-in a day, well, it's going to take you a very long time to have a list that is going to be able to generate you that $100 a day. So you always want to be consistently building your list and consistently getting opt-ins. But once you are actually starting to build your list and you have a decent sized list, there is a much bigger problem. And that's the problem that I want to discuss today, because some of you guys have, done what you're supposed to do and you have a nice sized list. But the problem is you're still not generating the money from that list. And a lot of that boils down to what we're going to be discussing right now. Now, that has to do with actually getting your emails into the email box. So this is extremely important. And what I want to show you guys today is a couple tips of what you can actually do to ensure that you can actually get the majority of your emails into the primary email box of an actual person that's on your list. Because if you end up in the social network tab or the promotions tab, 9 times out of 10 you're not going to get an open, and you're definitely not going to get a click. So that's going to prevent you from making the money, the $100 a day. So the very first thing that I want you guys to do is to open a brand new Gmail account, and I'm going to explain to you guys why I want you to do that. But as you can see here, this is another email account that I have, and you can see that I'm in the promotions tab here, and there's a lot of emails in here that are not open, and obviously I haven't clicked on it. But what I want you guys to know is that Gmail itself has an algorithm, just like Google has an algorithm and YouTube has an algorithm. Gmail has an algorithm too. So what basically happens is if someone is sending me promotions and it's ending up in this promotions tab because of whatever reason, the email, the subject line, if it's being filtered in as spam and it ends up in this promotions tab, and I never, open the email, or I never engage with the email, it's going to constantly go to my promotions tab. Now, if I start clicking on some of these emails and responding to some of these emails within the promotions tab, the Gmail algorithm is going to say, okay, well, obviously, he knows this guy, or he knows this sender that's sending this email. So maybe we should start delivering it to his primary inbox. So what you want to do is you want to make sure, in order to make sure that you're getting into the primary email box, the main thing is, creating subject lines and emails that are going to get there in the first place. Because typically what happens is, as you are doing email marketing, you're going to be sending emails, obviously, and then you're going to be hitting the promotions tab. And that's why, it's a good thing to try to get some engagement with your list early on. And you can do that by getting them to respond to your email, asking them questions so that they respond back to you and reply back to you. That's just going to ensure that you actually get into the primary box. But even before that, you want to be making sure that you're writing emails that are actually going to get into the primary box versus the promotions tab, because once you get into promotions tab, you got to fight to get back into the primary email box. So what you can do is you can have two different Gmails. So you can have one Gmail that you basically, test your emails with. So you can have this particular Gmail like I have open. And what I can do is I can have my Aweber here and I can test. So I can send a test to that particular email to see if it hits my primary box or if it hits my promotions tab. Now, if I've been testing my emails with this primary email address here, and I've been clicking on it, more than likely it's gonna probably land in my primary box because I've had some engagement. But if I have an email address that I've never opened any of the emails, that's going to be the true test of whether the email is going to be good. Because if I send this same test here to this email account that I've never opened an email, but it's still hitting my primary box because the subject line is good, the copy is good in the email, then you know that the majority of your emails in totality are going to be hitting the actual primary inboxes of the people that are on your list. But if you're sending out emails from here and you have, spammy, subject lines, or you have a lot of spammy stuff in your actual body of the email, that's going to be filtered out and it's going to go straight to the promotion. So if you send out a test on the email account that you've never opened and it's brand spanking new and it goes directly to the promotions tab, what you want to do is you want to go back to this particular email and you want to rewrite the email. You want to test a different subject line. And sometimes it may be just a one word or one number or one sentence that may be throwing off this whole entire email. And the reason why it may be going into the promotions tab versus the primary tab. Now, I've been doing some testing with this, and I can tell you that if you take a little bit of time and play with your email, then your open rates and your click-through rates are going to go through the roof dramatically. This can dramatically increase the amount of money that you make when you're doing promotions. Now, this may take a little bit of time because I've actually sat here literally for 30 minutes trying to retype the subject line and reword this so that I can land into the primary box. Because if I land into that promotions box of my own email, of this own account, a brand new account that just signed up to the list, then I know that the majority of my other emails are probably just going to spam or the promotions box, and that's just no good. And what's the point of having a list if you can't land into their primary box, they're not opening, they're not clicking? So again, I hope that makes sense to you guys. The whole point of this is to ensure that you're actually getting into the primary box of the people that you're sending emails to. And a good way to do that is to just, create that fresh account that you don't have engagement with. And if that subject line and that email copy is good, it should land in the primary email box versus the promotions tab. But if it is landing in that promotions tab, then you want to retweak your email, retweak your subject lines until it lands into the primary box. And I promise you, even if it takes you, 20 minutes, 30 minutes to get that email going to the primary box, it's going to be so worth it in terms of your results, in terms of your opens, your click-throughs, and your actual results in terms of the commissions, because you're going to have more eyeballs on your offers. So I hope that made sense, guys. If you want more training in regards to creating good emails, good subject lines, good body copy in the emails, I'll link a couple of videos that I've done here in the past about creating emails, so you guys can check that out. And if you have any questions about this technique, let me know in the comment section. Let me know if this was actually helpful to you or if it actually made sense. It's just a matter of, your emails landing in your prospects, primary email box so that you can get a lot more opens and clicks and make a lot more money. So this is John for JohnMcNeil.com, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you smash that like button, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Make sure you subscribe. I'll see you next time. Peace.